This video is brought to you by Sync, voice-activated in-car technology available exclusively on Ford, Lincoln, and Mercury vehicles. Sync, powered by Microsoft.
Okay, hey everybody, I'm Johnny Everett. I'm the lead designer on Dawn of War 2. At the controls here is Mark Noseworthy, the producer on Dawn of War 2. Today we're going to be taking you through the Dawn of War 2 multiplayer. Now, we're really excited about Dawn of War 2 because multiplayer has 4 unique playable races. You have the Space Marines, the Defenders of Humanity, you have the Orcs, kind of the soccer hooligans of the universe, you have the Eldar, they're the psychic race, and finally, for the first time, we have the Tyranids. They're the gigantic locust swarm that's devouring the entire galaxy. A lot of players have been anticipating them for years. I think they're going to be really excited with what they see. Now you're going to notice when we cycle through the races that each of the races has 3 commanders they can choose from. These commanders kind of embody what we call combat doctrines for the race, and they're the face of a unique tech tree and set of units that this commander has access to. Now the other thing we really like about the commanders is each one has a unique role on the battlefield that can tailor to different people's playstyles. So right now we have the Force Commander. He's your melee specialist. So he's like for your straightforward player who just likes to dive straight into the action. You have the Apothecary. He's the healer. His role is to kind of stand back and support the troops and heal. He's great in team games. Finally you have the Tech Marine. He's your builder unit. What he can do is he can build turrets around the map, reinforcement checkpoints, and really help you lock down entire sections. And what we like about this is it allows players to play the way they like, and it caters to different play styles we've seen persistently through replays. And one final note we'd like to add is heroes are there to support the army. The army is not there to support the hero. Your hero is only as effective as the army he's supporting. So, I thought you wanted to do orcs. So today we're gonna show off the orcs because they're a lot of fun, and we think they deserve a little more airtime they've been getting. And we'll go ahead and go with the Commando knob. Now he's a stealth unit. He can infiltrate, which leads to a lot of cool, fun stuff. So let's go ahead and start the game.
You don't get it here.
Well, the orcs are kind of the soccer hooligans of the Warhammer 40,000 universe. They just love to fight. They're not really evil per se, they just love brawling. And they love everything about warfare, just destroying stuff. A lot of fun to play, they have a lot of personality. Now the first thing you're going to notice is Dawn of War 2 stays true to its roots. It's not really about base building, it's not really about chopping wood, it's about getting straight into the action. So you start with your hero and one basic squad of slugga boys, and you just dive right into it. Now the resourcing model in Dawn of War 2 is based on capturing territory. And there's 2 types of resources. There's the requisition point, which you see being captured right here. And that's your basic resource that lets you buy all types of units. And the other one is the power resource, which is your second resource type, which starts opening up more options for you in the tech tree. Now one thing you're going to notice is cover plays a huge role in Dawn of War 2. So you'll notice all of Mark's guys are diving to cover when they come under fire. And when they're behind cover, they take very little range damage. But if someone gets around behind you, you're exposed and you take full damage. So Dawn of War 2 is a much more tactical game now. It's about facing, it's about having your units positioned properly, taking advantage of the terrain. So Mark's capturing a power point here. Now once you have a PowerPoint captured, you can upgrade it for a requisition cost. And once it's finished upgrading, you can start building on it. So now we can start building the power generators. The what?
Regular speed.
Yeah.
How do I?
Control, hit it again, Control T. So we've moved base building away from the back of the map, out onto the field itself. We want you committing to pieces of territory to defend them. We want to give more targets of opportunity against the enemy and for the enemy to have against you. Now another thing you're going to notice is we've moved the tech tree for the most part. There's a very basic tech tree back at your base, and you use that to climb to unlock units. You want to show that really quickly? Just hit this button right there. So back at your base, you can unlock new types of units on the tech tree, very basic. But the rest of the tech tree, we've moved away from the base, out onto the units themselves. So if you go back out to your Slugga squad, you'll notice we can upgrade them with flamers, or we can add a knob leader. And the reason we put it out here is we don't want you having to flip back and forth from your base back to your troops. We want you focused on your troops, what they're doing, just making sure they're kicking as much ass as possible. And you also notice up above the resource bar there, that what we call global abilities. And you earn global abilities with a red resource. For the orcs it's called WA. And you earn WA by just fighting. So every time you kill an enemy unit, you earn a little bit of WA. Every time some of your units die, you earn a little bit more WA. And as you start earning more and more of it, you get access to really cool abilities. So why don't you call in a squad of commandos there? That one right there. So we can call in a commando squad, a very rare squad that's unique to the orc commando. And you also notice that your force command, or that your commander can also be upgraded with unique war gear. So he has multiple weapon types, multiple armor types that you can upgrade him with. A lot of these grant special abilities that he can use on the battlefield. Really help you tailor your role on your team and in the game. So the final thing we're going to show you is just some of the really over-the-top action you can see late game, and just how crazy things can get.
Yeah, that's your face. Lots of worky bits.
Share victory points too. Now we've shown like some of the really crazy stuff. One thing we should show is also how you win the game in Dawn of War. Now you can destroy the base, enemy base, like Mark was doing there earlier, but the main way you're going to win is by capturing victory points. So you see at the top of the screen, there's a victory counter. Each team starts with 500 points, and when you start capturing these victory points, highlighted right here, you start counting down the enemy timer. So right now you can see we have all 3 points, and you see those 3 arrows. We're rapidly counting them down to 0. Now if they start capturing some of them back, you'll see red arrows shift from us to them. It'll slow down the timer, bring it to a halt if you're even, or they can actually turn the tables on us. So again, Dawn of War 2, it's about using the terrain to your advantage. It's about capturing territory for resources, for victory points. And it's about using your army and supporting with your commander just focusing on your troops and having fun.